Psychic America. This is Tracy Brown coming to you today, August 5th, 2014. I think I have a lot of videos to cover today, so I'm going to try and put 3 out. 2 of them I'm not happy about doing because there's so much internet information out there that I'm really concerned as to what I really could see. But you know, every time I say that, then I see something crazy, and then it comes out in the media. So, I'm going to be doing Phaedra Parks right now, and then I'll be doing Ciara in future. God, I wish I would have did that earlier, because everyone kept asking me, do Ciara in future, and I was like, what is there to see? I gotta stop making those judgment calls, because everybody else seems to have their own psychic ping on something, and I'm ignoring it, and I gotta stop that. I have to, hear the people's request. Because I really miss this one with Ciara and Future. Because something really crazy happened with them. For Ciara. Although, maybe she should have known. And then, there's a surprise of the weekend. Nicole Murphy and, I forgot his name now. But I'll find it before. I forgot his name. Because I'm so bad at this. Nicole Murphy and my favorite ABC guy. I forgot his name, but I like him. Football player, number 92. Giants. I know all of that. I don't know his name. Oh, the Gap. Doesn't matter. But I know Nicole Murphy, which is not a good thing. In any case, they also broke up. I'm going to check into that. Today, I'm going to check into Phaedra Parks, and we all know, again, from media, information highway, that her husband is definitely going to jail. We also know, and if you don't know, I'll tell you, he is still filming because he did apply for an appeal, and that's probably a calculated move because it puts some money into the household, or at least allows him to come back with some money when all is said and done in 6 years. That's what I'm really thinking. Get money into the household temporarily, and then he can come back with some money in his pocket. That's the purpose of the appeal. Not that he's not guilty, because he absolutely is guilty. In fact, I even think he took a plea bargain deal. So how do you take a plea bargain deal and then appeal? I'm confused. We're not going to talk about that. We're all going to just talk about Phaedra. One thing that everybody wants to know is, Phaedra, did you truly have anything to do with your husband's antics and him now being accused and going to jail for some federal fraud charges? Did you assist him? And this woman, Stanwyck, I think her name is, wrote a book to say that you wholeheartedly participated in. And then we're also going to check, could you be brought up on charges? So 1, did you participate in all this crap that we're hearing concerning your husband? And then, how much trouble are you in, Phaedra, really? How much trouble are you in? I'm already 3 minutes in, so we're going to get this crack-a-lackin'. But call me for your own reading. I work at thegreenmanstore.com/Tracy. Check me out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My telephone number is 818-985-2010. Join me on Twitter. Join me on YouTube, so you can get your, when the readings come. People really do like the readings, and let me tell you, I'm always surprised that people really like the readings. I'm never inside my ego. So when I do it, I'm not a know-it-all. I don't go there with that. And so when people go, oh my God, I love your reading on Christian Stewart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm always surprised and always complimented. Let me also tell you that I do another segment called The Third Eye View with Sean Little. You can also follow him, and he's at Sean Little, and I am at popculturepsyck on Twitter. All right. 818-985-2010, 818-985-2010 for your own readings. Frugal Friday is August 15th, $10, 10 minutes, and you must book it in advance. All right, guys. And that's just to give you a sample of what, Sean and I do for a living. We're looking at Phaedra Parks. Let's start out that when the new season comes back in, let's not any of us be surprised how much Phaedra's going to call on Jesus. How much she loved Jesus, how good Jesus is. Like, she's going to use Jesus a lot. And I don't think it's going to be in a context of her her burial job that she does for a living. Cremation or whatever she does for a living. Funeral. But she's gonna call out his name often. And that's the trick America. Kind of like Sherry Shepherd does right now. You know how Sherry Shepherd is calling out the Lord Jesus like a lot. Like, maybe it's not a lot. Maybe she's just screaming it more. Even though she's denying wanting to take care of this unborn child that this surrogate is having. I don't think that's Jesus-like, but that's just a commentary in between all of this. Phaedra's going to call out Jesus a lot. She's happy right now because she kind of looks like she dodged a bullet. But, guys, she does not dodge the bullet. This is trapped in fear, and she wants to find a way to wiggle out of this. There is something that is going to catch her by the noose. Catch her by the noose. And she will not be able to wiggle out of this. She is suffering in silence. She will be suffering in silence. It kind of goes together. I think it's like in degrees. Like, 10 degrees suffering in silence. 90 degrees will suffer in silence. Because she tries to portray, one, this Christian woman. And then two, that she's above board. She's not. In about a month's time, or I get one, so it's either 1 month's time or 1 year's time, Phaedra could be in the same boat as her husband. 1 month's time, we should hear about it, and in 1 year's time, she very well could be already convicted, brought up on charges, blah, 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 blah. This is probably her leave of absence in terms of taking off from the Real Housewives. Now, it's been said that she took off because her husband admitted that he was flirting with Kendra. Well, I gotta tell you, that's no reason to take off from a show that pays well. She's taken off because of her legal entanglements and embattlements. And from what I'm getting, the producer said, we're going to follow you around. Like, I don't think the producers are letting any of the housewives this year get away with anything. The only one I think could get away with something is Candy, because Candy has shown that she could pull in viewership and the numbers. But Candy's not really looking for anything specific, although her writer shows that she's a little cuckoo crazy with the Popeye's chicken. I think it's Popeye's chicken. And a brand new toilet at every stop. It's nuts. But I don't blame you in the toilet, Candy. The toilet I get, I actually like that about you. It means you're clean. But this goodbye, 8 of Cups, means I'm done here. It's been said that Phaedra is taking a leave of absence. She didn't quit. She's taking a leave of absence. I have to be honest with you. I don't think Phaedra's coming back. I think we're going to see her in the beginning. I think she's got this legal stuff. I think she is trapped in fear with her own legal stuff that's coming out. Suffering in silence. I don't think she's going to be able to show face in the next Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, let's be really clear about that. They're filming right now. So the very next one, you will see Phaedra half of the season, or less than half of the season, I'm getting. Not even full. I think she only did like 6 or 8 episodes. And I think they're going to do like 16 to 20 this time around. I think they're really going to pump Real Housewives of Atlanta. The season after this one, Phaedra will not be back. Phaedra's done. Goodbye, Phaedra. See you in jail. Phaedra is worried about her family more than anything. She loves her family. She loves her boys. She really does. And the money that Phaedra has been collecting, pretty much like Teresa of Real Housewives of New Jersey, is in my number 4 position, which tells me she is going to be spending a lot of money taking care of her legal issue. I feel like you can't breathe for some reason. I feel like I'm breathing heavy. All right, anyway. Phaedra, they're coming for you. The Knight of Wands means they're coming for you. It's slow and steady. It's a gate. It's a gate. It's like this. With Apollo, they bum rushed him. They wanted to take him down. They're not doing that with you, Phaedra. They want to make sure that their case against you is really, really good. So they have no problems, Phaedra, going at a wonderful, wonderful pace. The federal government likes cases like this because they like to show the public, got them, took them down. So, Phaedra, it's a slow and steady gait. I'd rather just own it, admit it, get my criminal past over with, and then call it a day. It's federal, Phaedra, so you're going to be in a little bit of trouble with federal charge. I think it's federal charges. Can't see without my glasses. 15. I have these new cards with the shadow side. Oh, dear. Oh, Phaedra. If you can see this card, it literally is like the Grim Reaper in the back. And there's light at the end of it. You see the light there? But there's so much darkness, and the Grim Reaper is coming that you're kind of like more worried about the Grim Reaper than doing the right thing that could bypass the Grim Reaper, which means settle this, Phaedra, which means own it, admit it, get your case over with. I just said that. Rather than, because they're coming at you like this, slow but steady. And they're not even rushing. You know, they already got Apollo. This is fun to them. You should beat them to it. That's what I'm getting. You got your boys to worry about, Phaedra. You know, I know that you're waiting to see what they have on you. Your husband threw you under the bus. So, and you don't think that he did. But he did. Or he will. Maybe he will. Maybe he hasn't yet. Maybe he's going to throw you under the bus, and maybe he is going to testify against you, which would be really crazy because you're the mother of his children, and he's not selfish that way, don't get me wrong, but you two are really ugly with each other, and I think he's got a little nail for you. A little. But whatever he has for you, it's enough for them to come after you. Phaedra, look at these cards. These cards are horrible. The Ace of Swords means that you're trapped. Trapped. Two different cards. Trapped in fear. Trapped. Trapped. And and you're going to get blindsided. When you see something like this, it's kind of like, and I think your husband's going to blindside you. I think there's something that he is going to give them or has given them or inadvertently give to them. Even. Maybe it's not even what I'm thinking, like it's so malicious. Maybe it's inadvertently, because you know he's not the smartest husband out there. Real Housewife's husband. He's not. Because if he was, he wouldn't have gotten caught. And you're not the smartest lawyer either. Phaedra. You're not the smartest lawyer. You're a hustler. Two different things. You passed the bar. You're a lawyer that's a hustler. Your hopes and fears is to work out enough of the details back and forth until you get to a point where these are the terms that you're willing to accept. Your biggest concern actually is your oldest child, Phaedra. I don't know why, but that is your biggest concern, not your youngest, your oldest. I don't know how old he is now, but I think by the time all is said and done, including serving a sentence, Phaedra, he could be 10 years old. Phaedra. Or maybe less. I hope less. Because I don't know how old he is now. Phaedra, you messed up. There's a woman here, probably that woman Stanwyck, whatever her name is, that is going to be the key witness against you, Phaedra. Key witness. I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys. But Phaedra is going to be really, 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 really quiet. Really quiet. We are not going to hear from her until some of this legal stuff comes out in the public. Phaedra, you're doomed. You're doomed, and unfortunately, your money gets compromised. Not in a little way, Phaedra, in a big way. So, sucks to be you. I want to say no sympathy here, but I don't mean that because what you're going through is horrific. I would never want to have this experience. But Phaedra, you're a hustler, and you hustle people, and you married a hustler who's not the brightest, and you couldn't contain him. You just couldn't shut him down. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. This is on Phaedra and Apollo.